The second power that we're going to discuss today is the power of influence. It's not very well known, but it is very, very powerful, and it's being used by people around us all the time. Influence, the ability to have an effect upon another person's thoughts, decisions, or actions without direct control. Now, influence can be as benign as a suggestion or friendly advice, or it can be as aggressive as coercion or intimidation. It can be almost invisible in its subtlety, or it can be blatantly obvious. And we're all quite familiar with it. I'm sure many people here know what it's like to be under the influence. That's probably not the right way to say that. Let me put it this way. If you've ever felt pressure, then you understand influence. In fact, there are entire industries that are dedicated to nothing but influence. A great example would be the advertising industry. Their whole reason for being is to try to persuade you to buy this watch, buy this phone, buy this car. That's the only reason they're around, but they're hardly the only example. Fashion, music, politics, religion, entertainment. Oh, celebrities. Celebrities are a fabulous example of how somebody that you probably don't know, that you probably haven't even met, can have an influence upon your attitudes and your lifestyle. Let me see if I can demonstrate what I mean by that. I have here a box with some flashcards on it. There's about 50 flashcards here. On the front of each of these cards, I have written the name of a famous celebrity. Not their full name, mind you, just their first name. These people are so famous, so influential, that once you see their first name, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. In other words, if I showed you the name Oprah, you instantly know that her last name is Winfrey, exactly. Tiger, Woods. Venus, DeMilo, okay, that's good. That's fine, you know. Someone said flytrap. No. Elton, John, yes. Lady, Gaga. Peyton,
Manning.
there you go. Sting. Yeah, some people are so famous they don't even need a last name. But as you can see, I have all kinds of people's names here. Now, what I want to happen now is I'm going to need someone to come up and help me select randomly one of the names out of my stack of cards. Who would like to help me with that? Please, sir, would you come forward?
You're the guest.
Let's have a big hand.
I never got competition technician, so.
Right here. What is your name?
Eldiana.
Eldiana. Eldiana, again, as you can see, these names are different. Do you recognize these names?
Yep.
Good. Now, Eldiana, what I want you to do is I want you to take these cards. Now, they're a little bit too large to shuffle, but I want you to take some, put them on top, put them on the bottom, just kind of mix them up a little bit to make sure that they're in a nice random fashion, okay? Now, while she's doing that, I have here a photograph of a single celebrity. What I want to try and do is see if I can influence her selection to match the photograph in my card. Very good? Good. Now, here's what I want you to do. Take the cards and divide them into two piles, one for each hand, about the equal amount, one for each hand. Okay? Now, I want you to make a selection. One hand, we're going to keep those cards, and the other hand, we're going to just go ahead and discard them. So, which hand would you like the cards to keep? And you don't want to use those. So, we're going to take these away. Very good. So, same thing again, mix them a little bit and divide them into two piles again in your hands. About the same amount in each side. Good. And just like before, there we go. So let's see how many we have left. We have, let's see, about 7 or 8 of these left. And as you can see, they are different. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to just touch one of those. Let me spread them out a little bit more. Just touch one of those. This one right here, second from the top. Move this one out of the way. That is the card that you want selected. Now, it's not a free choice for you. Hold on to that. Don't let me see it yet. Now, would you all feel that that was a fair and unbiased selection?
Yes.
Excellent. Would you do me a favor? For the first time, look at the card, the name. Do you recognize that name? Mm-hmm. Good. Turn around, show the card to everybody, and say the name out loud.
Leonardo.
Leonardo. And the last name for that would be?
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. An excellent.
DiCaprio.
Actually, Da Vinci is a famous, very famous, iconic historical figure. Just real hard to find photographs of him. If I had a photograph of Da Vinci, I could probably retire. So, what was the one you said? DiCaprio. Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio, the actor. I think he won an Academy Award a couple of years ago. You're familiar with who that is? So let's see how well we were able to influence your selection. A picture of Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, that's actually one of his early nudes. Look at that. I know, that's silly, isn't it? Actually, I do have a more recent photo. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.